Some people might call it institutionalized. Me, I just call it a way of life now. Y'all sit back, tune in, man, and y'all check out the shit that I still do ever since I've been released from prison.
Hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone and my charger. Don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted.
What's up, everybody? You already know, man. Kfrogtv back in the building. Y'all go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, and make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. For this video here, I'm gonna be speaking on things that I still do since I was released from being incarcerated. You know, a lot of people may say I'm institutionalized. You know, I get that a lot from certain people. You know, all you like to do is talk about prison, and, you know, all you do is things that you did while you was incarcerated. You're institutionalized, bro. Me, you know, I don't feel like I'm institutionalized, but at the same time, I'm going to tell you all the things that I still do and things that I still use on a day-to-day basis that I did while I was incarcerated. All right? First things first. This one here is common sense. Soups. All right? Y'all already know. Top ramen or this brand right here. It don't really matter, saying shit. Ramen noodles, man. That right there plays a big part in my lifestyle. But not just because of prison, though. By the time I hit prison, I was used to that shit already. I grew up eating those. You know what I'm saying? I grew up eating them shit straight drop out of the wrapper with the seasoning, or just straight drop with no seasoning at all. We ain't even had to add water on those when I was younger. Them shits was like chips when I was younger. You feel me? But being in prison, you literally live off of soups. So that's one thing that, you know, you can't help but if you want a quick, easy go-to meal and you want to be filled up, or, you know, make that shit hit the spot so that way it don't feel like your stomach touching your back. You already know, man, them ramen noodles gonna come in handy. All right? And that is one thing that, shit, I love still to this day. Okay? You may hear a lot of things about them. You know, they're not good for you. The only thing I look at that's bad is the sodium due to all the, you know, the season. But other than that, man, they can't be that bad, because I ate about 5 to 6 of them shits a day for a 5-year sentence. You feel me? So that's one thing that still to this day that, you know, I always tend to, I can rely on. If I feel like having a cheat meal and I'm not eating healthy, and you know, I want something that's going to fill me up, shit, I'm making a brick. I'm going to go straight to the ramen noodles. You understand? That's one thing that still to this day that it evolves in Kfrog's life. All right? Another thing. Razor blades. Now, a lot of people are probably like, razor blades? What you mean razor blades? I was just so used to having a razor blade when I was locked up that literally I keep razor blades around my house now. I keep razor blades in my car now. Okay? And they're just so, you know, they're just there whenever you need them. There's things that you may need that shit for, you know? Like, it ain't like I keep it with me to cut someone, but I will cut someone. You feel me? But at the same time, they just come in handy, and I keep them around my house. If I need to cut something real quick, I got a razor blade right there. I can just cut it. You feel me? I know on the streets we have scissors and knives and things like that. But for some reason, razor blades, you know, I don't know why I'm just so used to them that, you feel me? I don't know what it is, but it's one thing that I find myself using a lot, even out here on the streets. You know, like I said, I might be in my car. Someone might run up on me and think shit's sweet, and I ain't got time to get my, you know what I'm saying, out. So get that boy, you know, razor blade. You see what I'm saying? And in prison, you know, people use these for everything. You use these to cut people. You use these to cut your food up with. You use them to cut shit out of newspapers or out of magazines. You know, that you got to hide them a lot, though. You're not allowed to have them, obviously. But it's just something about them. This is one thing that I literally keep, you know, in my household, and on a day-to-day basis. 9 times out of 10, I have a razor blade within reach. You feel me? And that may be some incarcerated type shit, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. You feel me? All right. Now, another one. When I shower, man, you already know, shower slides. You feel me? Shower slides are mandatory. But check this shit out. I'm not using these, though. You feel me? We ain't using those. Of course, I still shower in slides. You feel me? These are my shower slides right here. All right? Now, people might be like, nah, that's weird, bro. That's pushing the limit, frog. You still shower in slides? Yeah, I do. You feel me? And I don't know what it is, but since I came home from prison, if I get in a shower without slides on, I feel like that shit feels nasty on my feet. For some reason, man, just from how long I've showered with slides on, it just feels wrong. You know, like I don't even think about it. But if I were to, You know, my mind could be in the clouds, and I could go get in the shower, and if I step in there with no slides on, bing, my light switch turns on, and it's just automatic red flag. For some reason, like I guess from so many years, even before prison, the county jail, the juvenile programs, the detention center, everywhere, you feel me? We had slides on. So after doing such a long stretch, which was my prison bid, showering with slides on, you know, I can't help but to be used to them now. You feel me? Like, shower at my house, when I shower, I gotta have slides on. You know, I even try when I go visit my mom, I try to go to her house. You know, sometimes I've showered over there a couple times since I've been home from prison, and hers don't feel that bad. You know, she's got one of them things in the shower, like with the little like suction cups that stick to the, I guess it's like a shower rug that your feet go on. That one, but it still don't feel all the way normal to me. For some reason, I need a pair of shower slides. So that's another thing that I still do while I'm on the streets that I did while I was incarcerated. Okay? Another thing has to do with cell phones. All right? Any girl I've ever dated since I've been home from prison says I'm institutionalized because of this. Believe it or not, since I've been home from prison, I sleep with my phone on silent on my chest every night. Straight up. And I don't know what it is, but that's just, I'm used to it, you know. Like in prison, you know, you have hold down men that are, you know, they boof your phones and stuff like that. Or you have hiding spots where to put it. You know, I've had all the above. I've had hold down mans. I had places where I could stash it and hide it, you know. But I've been to confinement so many different times. Like I've been to confinement for investigation, and my hold down man still had my phone boofed. Like they didn't find the phone. I've been in the box under investigation. They ran down, caught me, but didn't find the phone. The phone was hidden somewhere else, you know. But I was always like on some shit like, I want to be able to, you know, be able to answer it if someone hits me up. And I want to be able to, like, you know, I feel like it's better on me than it is hidden somewhere else. Because this is prison. So to this day, I sleep with my phone on vibrate at night. Right here on my chest. And the reason I keep it on vibrate is because I have flashbacks from when I was incarcerated. When the doors would pop, you know, like all that. And then shake down when they wake you up out your sleep, shaking you down and stuff. So when my phone ringer is on and it goes off in the middle of the night, it makes me jump out my sleep. Like it just gives me flashbacks of prison. So I literally, like, it's not on silent all day, you know, but when it comes time to going to sleep, it is on silent. And I put it right here on my chest and I sleep on my back. And now in the middle of the night, it might roll over and fall off, and then I'll still grab it. I'll grab it and put it back on my chest, or I'll cuff it and be sleeping like this with it. I can even put it on the charger, and in the middle of the night, I'll roll over and grab it off the charger and put it on my chest. You feel me? So a lot of girls that I dated since I've been home from prison tend to say I'm institutionalized by that. I mean, damn. Take it how you want, little mama. Don't be mad because I cherish my phone and cuddle with my phone more than I cuddle with you. You feel me? That's what I used to tell them. So that's another thing that I do since I've been home from prison. All right? Another thing that I do, drink a lot of tea. All right? Believe it or not. Tea. This is the main thing that they give you as a drink inside of Florida prison. Every chow hall you go to, they're going to have water and tea. Now, I've always drank tea, though, growing up. I've always loved tea. You feel me? All the way from Nest tea to damn, what's the other one called? Brisk and stuff like that. Arizona. If you're from the hood or if you grew up drinking tea, then you already know what time it is with Arizona. Now, when it comes to tea, though, I was already so used to tea growing up that my old boy made the best batch of tea I've ever had in my life. Okay? And he always kept tea in our refrigerator. It was so good that back in the day when I was hustling, people would come to my crib, you know, to buy shit off me. And when they would call me for it, they'd be like, hey, bro, I'm trying to pull up. I need such and such, such and such. And I got $2 more for you, bro. Let me get $2 of that Davy tea. They say that Davy tea, which was my old boy's tea. You feel me? And then I'd come out there with whatever it is they copping off me. And I'd have 2 red Solo cups of tea. And they love that shit. Everybody in my neighborhood knew about my old boy's tea. You feel me? So I grew up drinking tea. So once I went to prison, it is what it is. I was used to that shit. But the stuff in prison they give you, there isn't no sugar in it. It's just straight drop tea. Okay? And there might be like specks of shit floating around inside your cup and stuff, which is actually like, it looks like the tea leaves are like in there. You know what I'm saying? The bottom of the barrel, the more darker it gets and the more, you know what I'm saying, the more like shit that might be in your drink. You feel me? And I was just so used to drinking tea as it was that when I went there, I had to adapt to their nasty ass tea. And now I drink tea on the streets all the time. And I love tea till this day. It could be with sweetener or without. I can literally get black tea with no sweetener or nothing in that shit. And if it is cold, I can drink that nasty shit. Which I know it's nasty. It's got a strong taste. It's harsh. But at the end of the day, I'm so used to it. You see what I'm saying? And I love it. As long as it's cold. You know what I'm saying? And then in prison, even on the canteen, they have things of tea that you can get. Little tea bags. And you can make your own tea in the dorm. You feel me? You get you a water bottle. You know what I'm saying? And you just put the tea bag in the water bottle and then have the string hang out. You put your lid on there and you let it brew your tea. You feel me? So that's one thing that I still do since I've, you know, been on the streets. But ain't nothing wrong with tea. It's way better for you than soda and way better than a lot of juice out there. You feel me? And so I either drink tea or flavored water. Those are the two things that I drink on the streets and to this day. Okay, now the last thing that I'm going to mention that I still do to this day that I did while I was incarcerated, all right, is this. I still read. You feel me? Believe it or not, I still read, all right? Now, me personally, you know, you got to have time to do shit like this. When I was locked up, all I did was have time. Time on my hands, that's it. You got so much time that all you want to do is not think about it. You feel me? So, I used to read a lot of books, okay? Straight up. James Patterson was one of the main people's books I used to read, and Robert Greene, all right? Now, on the streets, it's different reading than it is when you're incarcerated. Because when you're incarcerated, you'll fly through a book like this. Literally. You're going to be reading them chapters like crazy, especially if you're in confinement and you have a book while you're in the box. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be flying through them. I don't have as much time on the streets being a dad and then, you know, doing my gaming channel and this channel and my job I normally have. I ain't got enough time to read so much. But you best believe it. I still do read. If I have time to, like, take a break from reality, I'm in a book. Okay? Believe it or not. And to me, I feel like that right there, it like mellows me out. It gives me a chance to relax. Believe it or not, me reading a book is me relaxing. It's me taking time off from what I'm usually going through 24/7. Because believe it or not, this fella right here is always on the go. I always got things going. It's like that shit's planned before it even comes up. I'm like I say, play chess, not checkers. I'm 5 moves ahead of the time. I'm 5 days in advance ahead with everything I do. So when I get time to relax and chill, ain't nothing better than just laying back, getting a book, and just reading a little bit. To me, I like that shit, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't really like reading books before I went to prison. You know, I've scammed through things before and read a couple little things here and there in the county jail, you know, but as far as enjoying reading, I learned that while being incarcerated. You feel me? And it's like you're always helping your mind always be on the go. You're always helping your mind still, you know, still work and do what it's got to do. You feel me? You're learning as you're reading. And y'all know, for books that have movies out there, y'all know the book's always 10 times better than the movies. Like in my juvenile program, I used to read the Harry Potter books. You feel me? And then watch the movies on the streets and shit. The movies are raw, but you know damn right well, them books, boy, they hit different. Them books, they just feel so much better. And then when you see a movie that you know they have a book on, the first thing you want to tell someone is, oh, did you read the book? Because you know the book is going to be way better than the movie is. You feel me? And if you're good at reading, or if you ain't and you're just now starting to read, you feel me? Then you put your face into a book and you just sit there. And you know when you start visualizing that story, when you're reading it and you start watching that story play out as you're reading it, you can't help but to get hooked. You can't help to be like, damn, that shit's good. Kind of like Kfrogtv videos. When I speak, I try to put the images in your head so that way you can see what it is I'm saying. I try to make it to where y'all can visual what it is I'm telling you. That's how you know it's authentic over here. It ain't no boo-foo shit that just say things, you feel me, for views, you feel me? I try to tell y'all real deal stuff. I try to paint the picture in your mind as I'm speaking to you. That's the same thing these books do. It ain't got to be these books exactly. You know, like this was one of the books I read when I was younger. Monster. I read this in the juvenile program. And it was like 50 pages missing. You feel me? I got this at Barnes & Noble when I first came home years ago. You see what I'm saying? Just because I knew it was such a good book. You feel me? Then, of course, I got the Robert Greene books over here and stuff. But reading is always something that is good. Literally. I can't I can't name anybody I know out of any of my homeboys on the streets or anything that when they got free time, they're reading a book. Can't name anybody I know. Maybe that's what makes me different, you know. But to me, that's relaxing. That's me, you know, letting my mind take a break. I'm relaxing. I'm letting my body recuperate from as much as it's moving around, running around, and all the hustling and everything I do. This is my time to just sit back and enjoy and read a book. Even if it's only a chapter, you know what I'm saying? Or even if it's only 7 and 8 pages, and the next thing you know, I got to get up and go do what I have to do. At the same time, I still read books. You feel me? And there's nothing wrong with that. You see what I'm saying? Now, there's probably a bunch of other little things that I still do that I did while I was incarcerated that just haven't really came to my mind while I'm making the video. You feel me? Like, this isn't all it is. You get what I'm saying? But this is still some things that I caught on to that I realized I do still fuck with that I did while I was in prison. All right? Y'all already know the comment section's open. Y'all can go ahead and drop in there things that y'all may do even though y'all ain't incarcerated no more. Or even if your ass is incarcerated and you're watching this. You know, drop something in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know I respond to almost all my comments. Not no bullshit comments, though. Of course, we ignore those, you feel me? But I do see it all. I do read. I do all that, you feel me? Me, K-Frog, all right? So y'all go ahead, man. Drop the comments. Let me know what y'all think. I appreciate y'all watching this video, you know. And if you think I'm institutionalized, then shit, so be it. It is what it is. But like I said, man, appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day. Till next time, this Frog.